the science behind building a King Bar. Protecting you and your equipment is something we at King Bars take very seriously. And that's why when you invest in a King Bar, you know you're in safe hands. With a King Bar, it's the peace of mind that instills confidence to know that the freight will make it on time. When time is critically important, a King Bar product will allow you to keep going.
My name's Steve Ennis. I'm the Director of S&K Transport at Townsville. We've been in business since 2001 and we've been working with King Bars for about 7 years. We work in very remote areas. We travel from North Queensland to Perth and Adelaide every day. And the wildlife strike in Western Queensland, Western New South Wales, right across to Western Australia is horrendous at times. And we get very good durability out of these bars. The freight that we carry from one side of the country to the other is always temperature sensitive, time sensitive, and we would struggle to meet those times without the aid of this bar. It saves us a lot of potential downtime.
Night is typically the best period for time-critical freight to be moved, due to the lack of traffic and therefore less possible hold-ups. To travel during the night with confidence, you need to have faith in what is on the front of the truck, hence the King Bar products.
We've put the King Bars on all 5 of the trucks. It's light, like it's light enough that you can pick it up by yourself. It's no worries there. They're just a good solid bar. Like, there's no bends in it. They tick quite a few things. You know, always your kangaroos and your emus and stuff. A few little pigs, not too many big ones. You can't have a truck up here if you're going to do this sort of job without a bull bar. You can, but if you hit something, it's going straight through the radiator. It's just not worth it. You know, we go up north and do the job up there, and there's horses all through the pillar guts. It's just a no-brainer to have the bar. Yeah, it's just a well-finished bar. It's really neat, it's really tidy. It gets a lot of compliments driving down the road.
Pride in the truck and a good-looking bull bar or bumper reflects pride in the business. Ask yourself, as the client, who would you prefer to have your freight travelling with? The company who takes pride in what they do, or the one that turns up in a vehicle that you wouldn't get into yourself? King Bar's bull bars and bumpers are driven by innovation to optimise operator productivity and profitability, while still retaining the inherent strength of the product that the business has been built on since 1988. As regulations change along with the design of the vehicles, King Bars strives to lead the way forward through innovative concepts. King Bars are working at being at the forefront in utilising collision avoidance technology, which protects the lives and livelihoods of operators and owners.
Yeah, we're always, chasing safety, so we've definitely reduced our accident rate, because they'll always tell you, a car on air or something, and that's why they run off the road. I think image is a big thing, like, the old Cooch days, when he was running around with his fuel tankers, it does look good, and we get a lot of comments about our fleet on the road, that your trucks always look good and they're always good and clean. I think it's a good image to have.
The heavy vehicle manufacturers don't just add the extra bells and whistles for the hell of it. The new technology in trucks is designed to make the vehicles safer. King Bars are adapting quickly too, with new and modified designs to allow extra room for the new technologies and length requirements without compromising on strength and function.
I'm Cameron Cooper, owner of Cooper Haulage. We cut generally frozen and chilled products, as well as general freight. Mainly run Devonport to Hobart, Tassie. Kings they actually worked with Scania, and they designed the bar to run with the lane guidance and the adaptive cruise, because the adaptive cruise is down the bottom of the bar, so there's enough room for all the technology to work. So it's definitely well designed. Because like a lot of the other bars, you can't run them because it covers up your adaptive cruise, and that's part of that safety feature, and you don't really want to be turning that off.
To go the distance and thrive where others just don't survive and provide greater safety. Break down the numbers when it comes to deciding what bull bar you want on your truck. If your vehicle is incapacitated a couple of 100 kilometres from the nearest town as the result of an animal strike, and here in Australia that could easily become 1,500 kilometres, how much will it cost to be recovered and repaired? For example, a heavy tow truck charges an average of $500 per hour, then allows 6 hours out and 6 hours back. That's $6,000 to begin with. Then there is the repair bill and downtime while the vehicle is off the road. And on top of that, you have to work out how you're going to deliver your freight and explain to the client why it's late. Even though we don't like looking at the negatives in life, the smart business person will always take them into account and try and minimize the impact these costs have on their business.
I like to look at the truck to start with, but yeah, after having the accident, it sort of made me rethink it a fair bit, and yeah, it was a $24,000 damage bill. So the cost of the King Bar definitely outweighed any downtime as well as damage. Yeah, I was off the road for a month because we had all the parts in from Europe. Yeah, did a lot of damage, solid sheep. Yeah, look, we do a lot of early morning and sort of late afternoon runs in the dark. And yeah, being Tassie, there's a lot of wildlife, and yeah, there's that chance for a hit every day.
They're Bullbars built with passion and owned with pride. Even when the staff from King Bars are out and about, they will stop and look with pride to see if they had a hand in building the bull bar or bumper on display. Make no mistake, you know when you've got a King Bar up front, you're in safe hands. Designed in Australia for some of the world's toughest road conditions. As the leading truck manufacturers use Australia to test their new designs for durability, so have King Bars had the same opportunity for the last 30 years. There are currently bull bars that have been on the road for 20 plus years and are still doing the job they were designed for, even though they may not be looking quite as flash as the day they left the factory. But behind every little bump and scratch on those old bars, there's a great story to be told of how the freight got through on time. What we try and do is put forward the best protective solution to enable that customer to be as productive as possible. Maximum strength, ultimate protection. Lower tear weight, bigger payload, maximum protection. That's what you can expect from King Bars.
The extra post that we've put into the bar to give us more central strength in the bar adds virtually nothing to the tear weight of the bar. We're very conscious of the weight that we're putting over our steers, and I think it's about 18 kilos. There's nothing in it. A driver can buy a carton of soft drink and it's about the same weight. So we're getting much more strength. Martin's given that to us with the design and a few little tweaks that we've asked him to put in there. And it's virtually made no difference to the weight over the steer axle.
At King Bars, we are constantly investing in research to reduce weight, yet still deliver the maximum strength and ultimate protection we've become known for. The advantage of being an Australian company is we have control of the design, and we can change the design rapidly to meet customer needs. A bull bar is only as strong as its weakest link, and that's why attention to detail is King Bar's greatest strength. Strong foundations have always been the key to ensuring longevity in any design process, and that's why at King Bars we pay particular attention to how each bull bar or bumper is mounted to the vehicle.
Yeah, we use old King Bars on our trucks. Most of our trucks have a 5-post aluminium bar. We find that they're quite durable, they look good, and yeah, the drivers love them. I know of a few guys that have come home and have said, oh, I've come over the rise and there's been a bull standing in the middle of the road. And, I guess you never really want to hit a beast, but if you do, you always try and hit them dead centre. And yeah, sends a bit of a shockwave through the cab, might blow your spotties out, but yeah, the bars stand up really well. And I don't think we've ever bent a bar, we've hit a beast or a kangaroo in the time that we've been using King Bars.
We utilise the factory towing points to mount our robust backing plates, as well as insert additional mounting points for added strength. Some might say that we over-engineer everything, but that is why we are still in business after 30 years of day-to-day testing. Every component is specified according to your truck's intended usage and assembled with craftsman-like precision in our state-of-the-art factory. And every team member is responsible for quality assurance through each process. Nothing goes unchecked.
Hi, I'm Dean Slingo, Managing Director of Slingo Earth Moving. Me and my father operate Slingo Earth Moving at a Castlemaine and Bendigo area and have been for the past 30 odd years. The finish of them is second to none. They're really well finished and tough. That's the main thing where we got them. That if you have a tough bar, so if you do hit something, you're not down the panel shop, getting it straightened or putting it out on a press to straighten it. That's all time off the road. And once they're bent, they're always bent. So yeah, we can't afford to have any of that. So that's why this time we chose to get away from the factory bars and go for going King.
Our typical client buys a King bar because they know that it's the things you can't see that make the difference. The double-line pipes, the extruded materials, pipes that run through the posts rather than merely butt-welded against them. Add to this backup service that is second to none, and you have the complete package. It's about providing that layer of security for drivers, that not only are they performing their task of delivering the freight as safely and reliably as possible, but it also adds a level of comfort, providing the best workplace to make sure that they come home safely.
King bars we started using probably 12 months ago. We put it on one of our first FHs. We were having a little bit of problems with kangaroos when it got dry. Yeah, we found them nice and solid, and probably since then we haven't ordered anything else. We've been putting the King bars on everything. Within a couple of years they'll be on the whole 60 of them. So, and then just the sheer look of the King bar is why we went that way. And it's been tested against the things in life, I suppose you could say, and stood up pretty well so far. So they've been good.
We found many clients also specify our bull bars and bumpers because they help meet their OH&S requirements by providing the best protection available for their employees and also their clients' freight. That's the science behind building a King bar and how we've earned the reputation for maximum strength and ultimate protection.